That down, let's move on to this, shall we? For many years now, the biggest star in the world, you could argue, is Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson. Franchise Viagra, right? The Fast and the Furious movies were doing okay.
Yeah.
Until Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson got into them. And all of a sudden, it's not a coincidence that once he stepped foot on the grounds, the box offices started to shoot up like crazy. He has done movies, even some not so good ones, that never would have made nearly the amount of money that they did make, however high or however low, had he not been in them. Now, that star has dimmed a little bit in recent years, particularly with Black Adam not having success, reports going around about his behavior, showing up late, disrespecting other people's time, all that kind of stuff. It's kind of taken a little bit of the shine off. Well, somebody who is still very interested in being in the Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson game is Disney. And Dwayne Johnson and his company, $7 Productions, have just signed a huge deal with Disney. This is the report coming to us from Variety. They write the following. The Rock is moving to the Magic Kingdom. $7 Productions, the film and TV content label founded by Dwayne Johnson and Danny Garcia, and by the way, Dwayne Johnson's ex-wife and still business partner, has signed a first-look deal with the Walt Disney Company to develop films for theatrical and streaming, Variety has learned exclusively. The projects will be possible vehicles for Johnson to star in, and interestingly, the deal is not strictly limited to filmed content. While details weren't immediately disclosed, Variety has learned that multi-year agreement will also give $7 a chance to collaborate across all Disney divisions. That means, what's that stupid ride at Disneyland that he did a movie on?
What do you mean stupid?
Jungle Cruise. I hate the Jungle Cruise ride. I think it's just terrible. But
right, well, quickly moving on.
The way they updated the Pirates of the Caribbean thing at Disneyland to include Johnny Depp and all that kind, and Captain Jack, because that was popular. I fully expect that you're going to start taking Jungle Cruise and seeing Dwayne Johnson, marionettes or animatronics or whatever it is, dancing around, raising the people's eyebrow, dropping the people's elbow, doing whatever he wants to do. I expect that. But here's kind of the interesting thing. I believe, no report here, okay? Not claiming any insider information. This is not John Campea confirming blah, blah, blah. I'm just telling you, I'm speculating as a fan. This is going to lead to Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson in the MCU. I don't know where. I don't know who. I don't have a guess as to how. But if Disney's going to make this kind of a huge deal with them, I think one of the things that's going to come is this is going to lead to Dwayne Johnson being in the MCU. And if you remember, there were some reports going around a little while ago that could have been real, could have been not. We discussed it with all the grains of salt and everything. That Dwayne Johnson was being looked at to play Apocalypse.
Could see it.
And that would go, again, I'm not saying that he's going to be Apocalypse. I'm just saying that, there's a few little things floating around there in the ether.
Or in the toilet.
Or that last little nugget refusing to go down the toilet, whatever it is. So, really, primarily this is about $7 Productions, right? So, $7 Productions will continue to come up with ideas, and then Disney will have right of first refusal them to make those movies with them. But it also means that they could have vehicles for Dwayne Johnson that $7 then gets involved in as a production company, and one of those could be, obviously, Disney's biggest property, Disney's biggest franchise, Disney's most important IP, at least now, Marvel, the MCU. So look, is this any sort of a confirmation that Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson is going to be, in Avengers Secret Wars? No, but I do believe this move and signing a deal between the two companies is just one step closer to the inevitable thing of Dwayne Johnson, not as Black Adam, but the hierarchy of power in the Marvel Cinematic Universe is about to change, folks.
You know, I'm very interested to see because Dwayne Johnson, he's always brought like his experience from wrestling and like his culture, like, you know, he into like a lot of his projects. I'm excited to see if any of them we could see that in any of these upcoming Disney films or streaming shows that he's going to be working on. Is he going to be like doing kids shows, like something off of Moana or whatever?
Well, I mean, he's in Moana, so
yeah,
I mean,
maybe a series. I don't know. I'm just excited to see what he can bring to Disney because he has experience from other things that I'm interested in that I would like to see come out.
Now, by the way, Death Bats in the live chat is saying $7 is kind of a crappy name. It's actually a great name when you understand the meaning behind it, because $7, as the story, Dwayne told the story at CinemaCon many years ago, $7 was what he had in his pocket when he showed up to town. He literally had $7 to his name. And so when he started his production company many years later, he thought it would be appropriate to title the company $7 Productions. So it's actually like a really good name. I mean, so think what you will about the production company, think what you will about Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson. It's actually a very, very good name. I do like the name of it a lot. Guys, we want to take a second to thank a sponsor of today's video, Gametime. My wife Ann and I love going to events, whether they're comedy shows, concerts, an LA Lakers game. I mean, just the other night we went to go see Ronnie Chang and it was awesome. We love having these new experiences and new memories. And our sponsor Gametime makes getting tickets for concerts and events faster and easier, even if you don't buy tickets right away. Because prices on the Gametime app actually go down the closer you get to the show start time. With killer last minute deals, all-in prices, views from your seat, and their lowest price guarantee, Gametime takes the guesswork out of buying event tickets. I couldn't believe how easy and most importantly, intuitively, the entire app works. Finding the event I was looking for couldn't have been easier. The way it lays out the map of the venue, letting you know exactly where the seats are that you're looking for, and how easy the process was to choose and buy those tickets. So don't worry if you think you're too late to get tickets to that big event you and your friend want to go to. They have last minute deals. Save up to 60% off buying last minute for sports, concerts, comedy, theater, whatever. So guys, take the guesswork out of buying concert tickets with Gametime. Download the Gametime app, create an account, and use the code CAMPEA for $20 off your first purchase. Terms apply. Again, create an account and redeem code CAMPEA, CAMPEA, for $20 off. Download Gametime today. Last minute tickets, lowest price, guaranteed. You know, and somebody in the live chat, I lost who said it, but said, well, you know, Dwayne Johnson's bald. Automatically now we know who he's going to be.
Yeah.
It's going to be Professor Charles Xavier.
Yeah. Or Dr. Doom, maybe.
He's going to say, Cyclops, what do you think we should do about Magneto? And Cyclops will say, and then he'll go, it doesn't matter what you think. And that's the whole movie right there. Just
so
going
they
around
brought him
doing
in to ruin everything.
That's the plan.
What you call ruin, I call make glorious, my friend.
Okay.
So yeah, I don't know. It's interesting. First of all, just okay, take MCU out of it. It's a really interesting deal for Disney to get into business here with $7. This is going to be a big boost for $7 Productions, 100%. But again, as fans, we can't help but speculate what this could also lead to.
So do you think because we did do the story on Dwayne actually talking with was he talking, having meetings with Marvel when we did that story? Do you remember?
I don't think he's ever confirmed that he's talked with Marvel.
Okay, so
I could be wrong about that, but I don't think
maybe this was in the works and not, you know, like people seeing him.
It could be.
Disney.
Could be. By the way, I want to throw one thing out too. Another thing out too. And it's going to sound like we're joking, but consider this. Our minds quickly go to MCU. Disney owns another very valuable IP. Could we see Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson as Darth Rock? Could we see Dwayne Johnson showing up? Ray likes the idea. Popping up.
Oh, do you smell what the Rock's cooking?
Yes, smell what the Sith is cooking.
You know what?
I mean, maybe he pops up in a Star Wars film. I don't understand.
You know what? He could be the most monstrous Sith ever.
I'm just saying, Sith don't like strudel. Sith likes pie.
Yes.
I mean,
They're just gonna give him a fake beard and have him levitate. He'll blow it.
and just sit and levitate, not say
Palpatine.
anything.
He'll be pumping iron, baby. Come on, get out of here.
So I like again, I am not saying Dwayne Johnson's going to be in Star Wars. I'm not even saying Dwayne Johnson's going to be in the MCU. I'm just saying with this collaborative deal and him already doing stuff on the animation fronts with Moana, they're doubling down on that by him voicing Moana 2 and doing the live action Moana, the production deal now with $7 production. They are clearly working more and more together. I'm just saying, if we're ever going to get Dwayne Johnson in the MCU and Star Wars, we are one step closer to both of those.
It sounds like me and you are very positive on this deal. Like what could come out of it?
I am absolutely positive on the deal. How I would feel about it if the deal led to him being in Marvel or being in Star Wars would really completely depend on in what capacity, in what role, all that kind of stuff. So, but just doing a deal with Disney, I think is great for them.
Because there's another side to this. There's probably people that, why? The pushback because of the Black
I know,
Adam.
but that's stupid.
Yeah.
Like, why push back on projects you don't even know that exist?
Right, exactly.
Now, if you don't like the idea of Dwayne Johnson being in the MCU, I kind of get that. But even then I would say, well, since we don't know he's going to be in the MCU, and even if he does, we don't know what role it would be or who it would be or what it would be. Why don't we just wait until we get some actual announcements? But I think for $7 production and Disney, it's probably a good deal overall, but we'll just see what comes of it.
Either way, it sounds like Disney has their bottles all lined up. So
Yeah. They definitely do. Hey guys, thanks so much for watching this video. Make sure you like the video, leave a comment, and subscribe to our channel. And don't forget, we have a daily podcast called the John Campea Show podcast, available on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, or your favorite podcasting app of choice. Go and subscribe to it today so it'll be there when you need it.